you're in the rural areas, 70+% of people engaged in farming activities who are impacted by these changing weather patterns are women. Here in the city, where our most direct impact has been the floods, which are exacerbated by the fact that the mountains have lost their trees, again because people are moving because of climate change. Whatever the case, women end up being the ones most vulnerable, the ones in the households, the ones responsible for the children, and therefore the ones who, at the end of the day, bear the greatest brunt of the impact of climate change. It makes sense for them to also take the lead in the solution.
FCC started by selecting women mentors for the project and sent out a message for women with ideas to apply. This was followed by a selection process.
So this is a mentorship program. It's an initiative of the C40 cities, and it brings together exceptional women change makers who are using innovative approaches to solve climate change problems in their community.
The goal is to empower women climate leaders to shape the future of planet Earth. Whilst women make up about half of the world's population, they are disproportionately impacted by the effects of the climate change.
We have 10 incredible women of all ages, ranging from women in their early 20s to women who are over 50, who have applied. It was a competitive process, applied to add their voices through innovations and ideas that they have to the climate fight. And what Women for Climate does, this mentorship program, it brings other women alongside those 10 to provide them with mentoring, to enable them to move those ideas about interventions in the climate fight, to move them from ideas to reality.
My idea is to actually bring women together to make locally produced items like necklace, earrings, rings, bags, slippers with plastic.
We all know agriculture is a major contribution to issues that bring about climate change, but also it can be used to mitigate climate change.
And I have a proposed project for reclaiming the Freetown River channels in Freetown. But I would take one river channel as a pilot.
So if a lot of us just need to do our homework, understand our context, understand our communities, and really think and look into how we can solve some of our problems.
This program, I think, is important because, like with most development issues, the solutions will have to be homegrown. And so when you have 10 women who have come up with their own solutions based off of their experiences, based off of their passion, or just what they feel will work in their communities or in their country.
My role here as a mentor is actually to work with a young lady that has an idea and a concept of turning waste to electricity. So the fit is quite nice to be able to work with her at such an early stage when she has the idea, to guide her through the process from collecting the waste streams to sorting the waste to making sure now you have the biodigester that can convert that waste into renewable energy.
Women in leadership is something that Sierra Leone Women Engineers is very keen in promoting and supporting. And what we want to do in conjunction with our partners on the Women for Climate program is to help empower Sierra Leonean women to become the leaders of change for the sake of climate in Sierra Leone today.
So the vision is that integrated, comprehensive planning that takes into account the role of gender responsiveness.
Now more than ever, enhancing women's participation and leadership in the conversation around climate action is critical to securing a healthy, prosperous and sustainable future for us all.
Women are an untapped resource in relation to addressing the impact of climate change in Sierra Leone.
Women for Climate is incredibly important because women suffer most and are most vulnerable in terms of the impact and the effects of climate change. So having their voices raised, having their ideas, their skills, their competencies, their energy behind the fight against climate change is singularly important.
So be part of it. Be part of this global action.